Hello everybody and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In the purple mystery box there is some math and your challenge is to figure out what it is. You can use the link in the description to try this out, and when you've got an idea, come on back and see if we get the same thing. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to put in a 0. Okay, 0 gives us 0. How about 1? That looks like a non-repeating decimal, so maybe square root function, maybe trig. How about a 2? Another non-repeating decimal. How about a 3? Another one, very shallow curve here. How about a 4? All right, starting just barely to go down. How about a 6? This is a funny one. How about a 7? And I'm going to do 8. Definitely a pretty function. How about a 9? And how about a 10? And it's just starting to go up again. So it went up and down and up again. I'm thinking trig. Let's just put a negative number or 2 in here. Yeah, looks like it's just continuing the way you would expect it to. Definitely thinking trig. And because it starts at 0 the function gives you 0, I'm thinking sine. So that's my first thought, that this is the sine of x. Something weird is going on, though. This is a lot gentler, smoother. It gets across the graph more, well, it goes up and down more slowly as it goes across the graph. So I think there is a multiplier inside. We had one of these with the cosine a few days ago, where if you took the spring of that waveform and you squished it together, you knew that there was some multiplier. In that case, there was a 2 inside here, and it was twice as fast. So I think we've done the opposite. I think we've stretched this out. So I think it's going to be a fractional multiplier inside here. So this is the sine of something times x, and I think it's a fraction, or a number, between 0 and 1. So what fraction is it? That's the question. So we reach 1 here at, well, this says 3 and we're not quite there. This is basically pi that we're reaching 1 at. So let's think about this unit circle and the sine. So the sine is the y-coordinate of where that line that makes the angle would reach here. So at 0, we're at the point 1, 0, and that's the sine right there. At pi over 2, we're at the point 0, 1. So at pi over 2, that's when we should reach 1. We reach 1 at pi, I think. And then at pi, we're at the point negative 1, 0. So we're back down to 0. And where do we cross 0? Somewhere in here. And that's, was it 2, 4? Yeah, a little over 6. So we're actually at 2 pi when we're back at 0 again. So I think what we're doing is we're moving at half the speed, because at pi, it's where we should have been at pi over 2. And at 2 pi, it's where we should have been at pi. So I think all we have to do is put in a 1/2 x. If that's confusing, let's just go in the other direction with that. Let's put in a couple of values and think about what we'd get out. If you put in 0, 0 times 1/2 is still 0. So the sine of 0 is 0. That's what it should be. If you put in pi over 2 for x, that's 1/2 times pi over 2. You'd get pi over 4. Sine of pi over 4 is the square root of 2 over 2, and that's going to be, something definitely less than 1. And that's right in this area right there. If we put in pi, 1/2 times pi is pi over 2. The sine of pi over 2 is 1, and that's what we're getting at pi. So hopefully that makes sense to you. I think we've got this. Let's go ahead and look. Yeah, there it is. So this is the sine of 1/2 times x, and we can graph that as well. Beautiful, slow curve of that sine function. Well, how did that go for you? Did you get trig? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.